Hello everyone, this is Manish R. K. Sahu from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIPMT Raipur. Today we are going to start the unit number 2 of Mechanical Measurements and Metrology, and the unit name is Measurement of Pressure, Temperature and Strain. So first we'll start the measurement of pressure, right? So what is the pressure? Pressure is the force applied perpendicular to the surface of an object per unit area over which that force is distributed, right? So the term pressure is generally used for the fluids. There are two types of fluids, one is liquid, second is gas, right? So you can see here a cross sectional area of a plane A, and the perpendicular force F is known as pressure force, right? And the formula for pressure is this force upon this area, right? The SI units for pressure is Pascal or Newton per meter square, and other units are kg per centimeter square, psi or pound per inch square, bar and atm, right? So these are the units of the pressure, but SI unit is Newton per meter square, also known as Pascal, right? Types of pressure, basically there are three types of pressure. First is atmospheric pressure, second is gauge pressure, and third type of pressure is absolute pressure. So what is atmospheric pressure? It is the pressure exerted by atmospheric gases and it is measured by barometer. So barometer is a device which is specifically measures the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is equal to 760 mm of mercury or 1.013 into 10 to power 5 Pascal or 1.013 bar or 1 atm, right? So these are the atmospheric pressure. 760, either it is 760 mm of Hg, or you can say in Pascal 1.013 into 10 to power 5 Pascal or 1.013 bar, because 1 bar is equal to 10 to power 5 Pascal or you can say it 1 atm. So this is the standard value of atmospheric pressure, and it is measured by barometer. You can see the mercury barometer, the picture of mercury barometer here, right? Second type of pressure is gauge pressure. Pressure measured by any pressure measuring devices, right, except barometer. barometer को छोड़ के जितने भी प्रेशर मेजरिंग डिवाइसेस है वो जो प्रेशर मेजर करते हैं वो क्या है? गेज प्रेशर. सो प्रेशर मेजर्ड बाय एनी प्रेशर मेजरिंग डिवाइस and it is the pressure inside the system, not outside the system. So pressure inside the system is known as gauge pressure. Again, gauge pressure are having two types. Again, there are two types of gauge pressure. First one is known as positive gauge pressure, the positive value of gauge pressure, and simply it is known as gauge pressure. Second type of pressure is known as negative gauge pressure or vacuum pressure. Any pressure above atmospheric pressure is known as positive gauge pressure, and any pressure below the atmospheric pressure is known as negative gauge pressure or vacuum pressure, right? And absolute pressure is nothing but it is the sum of the atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. Your gauge pressure may be positive or negative depending on the condition. It may be a positive, it may be negative, right? So these are the types of pressure: absolute pressure, atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. Pressure measuring devices. There are a lot of pressure measuring devices. First one is a manometer, Bourdon tube pressure gauge. We have studied it in unit number 1. Bourdon tube pressure gauge. Bourdon tube pressure gauge always measure the positive gauge pressure. Positive pressure. barometer is used to measure atmospheric pressure only, right? McLeod gauge, Pirani gauge and bellow instruments. So you will study the manometers in fluid mechanics. We have completed the Bourdon to pressure gauge. In our syllabus, we will study, in our syllabus there are three instruments: McLeod gauge, Pirani gauge and bellow instrument, right? So let's see the McLeod gauge. The first pressure measuring device McLeod gauge. इससे पहले हमने बॉर्डन ट्यूब प्रेशर गेज पढ़ा है यूनिट 1 में. सो मैक्लॉयड गेज इज एन इनडायरेक्ट मेथड फॉर द मेजरमेंट ऑफ लो प्रेशर. It is basically manometric method of measuring very small pressure between 0.01 micrometer to 50 micrometer. तो बहुत ही स्मॉल प्रेशर के लिए मैक्लॉयड गेज का, बहुत ही स्मॉल प्रेशर के लिए या वैक्यूम प्रेशर के लिए मैक्लॉयड गेज का यूज़ किया जाता है, राइट. सो लेट्स सी द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ मैक्लॉयड गेज. हियर देयर इज अ लाइन रिटन that it is a basically manometric method. What do you mean by manometric method? Manometric method क्या होता है? जब हम ग्लास ट्यूब्स, मर्क्यूरी और कोई स्टैंडर्ड फ्लूइड का यूज़ करते हैं प्रेशर मेजरमेंट के लिए तो उसको बोलते हैं मैनोमेट्रिक मेथड. सो हियर वी कैन सी देयर आर टू कैपिलरीज. फर्स्ट कैपिलरी इज नोन एज मेजरिंग कैपिलरी. दिस वन इज मेजरिंग कैपिलरी एंड दिस वन इज नोन एज reference capillary. Here is a mercury reservoir and a piston arrangement or a plunger, right. This point, the initial level of the mercury is at cut-off point. So this point is known as cut-off point. So this one is the condition 1. The gray color shows the condition 1 of the mercury position, right. So this point is known as cut-off point. It is very important point, remember it, okay. Second, this zero level is known as zero reference point or 0 point. This column is known as reference column. This height is known as h. The total height of the capillary is hc, and the unknown pressure whose pressure has to be measured is inserted from this inlet, right. So this is the construction of McLeod gauge. It is also known as McLeod vacuum gauge, right. Let's see the working principle of McLeod gauge. So basic principle of McLeod gauge is a known volume gas is compressed to a smaller volume whose final value provides an indication of the applied pressure. Here I am using a term applied pressure is the pressure which is to be measured, right, और unknown pressure जिसका हमको measurement करना है, जिसकी value हमको चाहिए. The gas used must obey Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, where P1 is the unknown pressure of gas at initial condition. P2 is the pressure of gas at final condition. V1 is the volume of gas at initial condition, and V2 is volume of gas at final condition. So before compression, I am using the term initial condition, and after compression of what? Compression of piston. Will compress the piston. So after compression is known as final condition. So unknown volume gas, very low pressure, is compressed to a smaller volume with high pressure. So we know that pressure and volume are inversely proportional. If you increase the pressure, volume will decrease. If you increase the volume, pressure will decrease, right. And using the resulting value and pressure, the initial pressure can be calculated, right? So this is the basic principle of the McLeod gauge. So isothermal compression and Boyle's law are the basic working principle of McLeod gauge. Let's see how it works. So you can see the two pictures of the McLeod gauge. Picture A is showing the initial condition before compression, and picture B is showing after compression, condition number 2, right? So this is a cutoff point and this one is the reference point. So we push the mercury. Initially it is the mercury stayed at this point, cutoff point. Then after we compress the piston and we send the mercury to up to this level. हम पिस्टन को पुश करते हैं. पिस्टन को पुश करने के बाद कब तक पुश करते हैं पिस्टन को? जब तक वो रेफरेंस 0 पॉइंट में ना पहुंच जाए, राइट? तो लिखा हुआ है एज शोन इन फिगर ए, at the beginning the plunger is withdrawn for lowering the mercury level below the opening, that is reference line XX. This line is XX, cutoff point. This admits the gas of the unknown pressure P, right? So यहाँ से गैस इंसर्ट होगा. ये ऊपर क्या शो कर रहा है? ऊपर शो कर रहा है कि मर्क्यूरी ऊपर जा रहा है, बट इस पॉइंट से हमको प्रेशर को इंक्रीज करना है, ठीक है? कहाँ तक लेके आना है? मर्क्यूरी के लेवल को इस यहाँ तक लेके जाना है, जिससे क्या होता है गैस इंसर्ट यहाँ से इंसर्ट करेगा, ठीक है? अगर मर्क्यूरी का लेवल यहाँ पे नहीं है, कहीं यहाँ पे है या कहीं यहाँ पे है, तो क्या करेंगे हम? पिस्टन को विड्रॉ करेंगे दिस साइड, राइट? फिर यहाँ पे फर्स्ट में हमारा गैस जो है इंसर्ट हो चुका है, तो ये पूरे पोर्शन में क्या हो जाएगा? हमारा गैस भर जाएगा, राइट? फिर सेकंड कंडीशन में क्या करेंगे? हम पिस्टन से पुश करेंगे मर्क्यूरी को. मर्क्यूरी को पुश कब तक करेंगे? जब तक वो रेफरेंस 0 तक ना पहुंच जाए. तो एक टाइम आएगा जब यहाँ पे ये ऐसा हो जाएगा, पहुंच जाएगा, और यहाँ पे आके रुक जाएगा क्योंकि ये क्लोज एंड है. दिस एंड इज क्लोज्ड, यू कैन सी हियर, राइट? सो फ्रॉम दिस लेवल एंड फ्रॉम दिस लेवल we take the reading, and we are having a formula so that we can calculate the pressure. There are two capillaries installed in McLeod gauge. One is measuring capillary and second is reference capillary. Then as shown in figure B, the plunger is moved downwards, forcing the mercury to flow in the capillaries, right? So plunger is pushed this way and mercury goes in upward direction, right? This mercury compresses the gas. This mercury compresses the gas in the tubes and plunger is moved downwards until it reaches at a certain point at reference capillary. What is that certain point? That is a reference 0 point, this point, right? And pressure of the gas is obtained. It works on the isothermal compression and the Boyle's law. Let's see the formula. So let the volume of the bulb from the cutoff point up to the beginning of the measuring capillary tube is V. So volume of the bulb, this is your bulb, this portion is known as bulb. The volume of the bulb is V. Area of cross section of the measuring capillary tube, this one is a measuring capillary. The area of cross section is A. Let height of measuring capillary tube is height, total height of measuring capillary tube is HC. So ये वाली height क्या है? HC है. Therefore initial volume of gas entrapped in the bulb plus measuring capillary tube. So total volume क्या होगा? यहाँ से लेके बल्ब तक की हाइट का जो वॉल्यूम है वो आपका V है, ठीक है? और उसके ऊपर का जो वॉल्यूम है वो होगा एरिया इनटू ये वाली हाइट. आपको पता है एरिया इनटू हाइट क्या होता है? वॉल्यूम होता है. सो एरिया इनटू हाइट इज वॉल्यूम प्लस वॉल्यूम ऑफ द बल्ब फ्रॉम द कट ऑफ पॉइंट, राइट? सो total volume of the gas or initial volume of the gas entrapped in the bulb plus measuring capillary tube is given by V1. When the mercury has been forced upwards to reach the zero reference point, जब मर्क्यूरी यहां पहुंचता है उस केस में वॉल्यूम ऑफ द गैस इज नोन एज V2 और उसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी, उसकी वैल्यू क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया इनटू दिस हाइट, क्योंकि इतने ही पोर्शन में क्या है आपका गैस हो चुका है इन फाइनल कंडीशन में, वेयर h इज द हाइट ऑफ कंप्रेस्ड गैस इन द मेजरिंग कैपिलरी ट्यूब, P1 इज अप्लाइड प्रेशर ऑफ द गैस, P1 इज अप्लाइड प्रेशर ऑफ द गैस, जिसकी वैल्यू हमको निकालनी, जो प्रेशर हमको मेजर करना है, सो दैट इज P1. Here P2 of pressure of gas at final condition, right? Pressure of gas at final condition after compression, गैस का प्रेशर क्या होगा, P2 बोलेंगे इसको, and it is given by P2 is equal to P1 plus H, right? So आपके मन में क्वेश्चन आएगा, H तो हाइट है, सेंटीमीटर mm में होगा, प्रेशर तो न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर में पास्कल में होता है, नहीं, हम जो प्रेशर मेजरमेंट करेंगे यहां पे वो होगा हाइट के फॉर्म में, ठीक है, हाइट के फॉर्म में होगा, ठीक. तो आफ्टर कंप्रेशन द फाइनल प्रेशर ऑफ द गैस इज गिवन बाय P1 प्लस H एंड वी नो दैट फाइनल वॉल्यूम ऑफ गैस इज V2, दैट इज A into H, दिस हाइट. वी हैव Boyle's law, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So P1 V1 we take it as it is, we put the values of P2 and V2, the value of P2 is P1 plus H and the value of volume is, final volume is A into H, so it is written as P1 V1 is equal to P1 into AH plus AH square, P1 V1 is equal to P1 into AH is equal to AH square. So P1 is equal to AH square upon V1 minus AH. See, AH is very small when compared to V1, it can be neglected. So we are having the formula of P1, that is AH square upon V1, right? So area of cross section is known, this is known, V1 is known, because both are constants, A and H. अगर आपको ये वाली हाइट पता चल गई, ठीक है, तो फॉर्मूले से क्या निकाल सकते हैं, इस गैस का प्रेशर आपको निकल जाएगा, राइट. सो प्रेशर कैन बी मेजर्ड विद द हेल्प ऑफ हाइट H. जस्ट मेजर योर हाइट, दिस हाइट स्मॉल h, put it into the formula and we'll get the pressure, unknown pressure, the value of pressure, जो भी प्रेशर यहाँ से हम अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, जो भी गैस का प्रेशर है. सो दस द अप्लाइड प्रेशर इज कैलकुलेटिंग यूजिंग द मैक्लोइड गेज. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नोन एज इनडायरेक्ट मेथड ऑफ प्रेशर मेजरमेंट, बिकॉज प्रेशर इज डायरेक्टली नॉट मेजर्ड, it is measured with the help of small h. I hope you have understood the concept of Macleod gauge. If you are having any doubt, please feel free to call me. Now let's see the advantages. First advantage is it can be used as an standard for vacuum measurement, because it is the only device which measures a very small pressure, and hence it can be used for calibration of other vacuum gauges. There are a lot of vacuum gauges, but it is an standard instrument for vacuum measurement. It can be used for wide range of pressure from 0.01 micrometer to 50 micrometer of Hg. Though it can measure very small pressures, but it is having a large range, wide range. It can measure 0.1 micrometer to 50 micrometer of mercury. So we measure because we are using the mercury as a fluid, standard fluid in Macleod gauge, so we measure the pressure in terms of height of mercury or head of mercury. pressure of any composition of gas can be measured, right? So these are three advantages of मैक्लॉयड गेज. किसी भी प्रकार के गैस को हम यूज कर सकते हैं, उसके प्रेशर को मेजर किया जा सकता है, राइट? Disadvantages. Let's see the disadvantages. It cannot give a continuous output reading. So पहला डिसएडवांटेज क्या है, ये कंटिन्यूस आउटपुट रीडिंग नहीं दे सकता, ठीक है, इसकी एक लिमिटेशन है. It provides limitation on the lowest measurable pressure. तो लोवेस्ट मेजरेबल प्रेशर का एक लिमिटेशन है कि स्मॉल प्रेशर को वो इतने एक्यूरेटली मेजर नहीं कर सकता. मतलब इस पॉइंट के नीचे के प्रेशर को मेजर नहीं कर सकता. एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट, सर्टेन पॉइंट है लोवेस्ट प्रेशर का, उससे नीचे के प्रेशर को मेजर नहीं कर सकता. एंड वन मोर डिसएडवांटेज इज इट इज लिमिटेड टू गैसेस. वी फेल टू मेजर द प्रेशर ऑफ लिक्विड. ये गैस के लिए ठीक है, लेकिन लिक्विड के लिए उतना एक्यूरेट नहीं है, उसके प्रेशर को मेजर करना मुश्किल है, राइट? सो दिस वाज द मैक्लॉयड गेज. एंड सॉरी, इट इज सेंसिटिव टू कंडेंस वेपर विच मे बी प्रेजेंट इन गैस. सो गैस में अगर स्टीम या कंडेंस वेपर हो, उस केस में क्या होता है, डेंसिटी चेंज हो जाती है. डेंसिटी, ठीक है, density is mass upon volume. It is a fluid property. So it is very sensitive to condensed vapor, and which may affect the performance of your instrument, which may affect the measurement of pressure, right? So this was your McLeod gauge. I hope you will understand, right?